Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and it's a bolt action battle report. You haven't managed to get a game in down at the store. The Eccentric Man YouTube channel is kindly sponsored by those nice people at Lost Ark Games in Stevenage. Check them out online and in store for all your gaming goodies, and don't forget, come on down on Wednesday nights to join us playing our games. I like to roll up the scenario just randomly, so roll 2d6 and then look at what the one comes up, and it was Manhunt for this evening. Haven't played it for a little while. Slav hasn't played it at all. So in Manhunt, you've got to keep your officer safe. The opponent's got to try and kill him or capture him. If he captures him, he wins. If he kills him, it's a draw, and if he doesn't manage any, it's a loss. So you start up with the defender puts half of his troops on the table within a diameter of 12 inches. You can see there up on the map. The rest of the troops are kept in reserve. The attacker puts half of his in first wave and half in reserve, and that's what we did. Normally when I play Italians, I go for defender and take the defensive bonuses, but in this instance I thought no, we'll be the attacker and go with that. In this scenario, the attacker gets to roll for a preparatory bombardment, and that can be some useful, but we do play our amended rules where if you get a 6, it's not a hit, it's just D3 pins rather than the hit on the unit. That's how we play it. My army was from the list of War in Africa for the Italians, and we went with a second lieutenant veteran with submachine guns. We went with 3 infantry units. They were all rifles with 1 LMG. 2 units had 8 men and 1 had 10. Then I had 2 units of paratroopers, 6 men each, with submachine guns. I had the 1440 as a regular, and then we had the L640 as a regular. We had the medium mortar with a spotter, and we had the medium howitzer with a spotter. Slav took an American Airbourne platoon, and he had a mix of both paratroopers and gliders. So let's have a quick look going from right to left. He had the M4 Sherman, a bazooka team. He had the sniper, Jeep with an MMG, a unit of infantry with 2 LMGs, that was, 2 LMGs. Then he had a unit of paratroopers with submachine guns, 1 unit with all rifles, and 1 with a mix of rifles and submachine guns. So that was his setup with the army. Everything was veterans with the exception of the vehicles, which were regular. Oh, and of course, his officer, veteran at the back. Here's the setup for the table, and you can see the centre 12-inch radius circle set out in the middle. Forgot to say that Manhunt has confused fight, which means on the second turn, units can come in from any side of the table. However, you're not allowed to bring in troops from the side that your opponent brought in that time. If your opponent brings a unit on from a different table edge, it then unlocks the table edge from the previous unit. I rolled for the preliminary bombardment and it came in, and I proceeded to roll 3 6s in a row, and the other unit got 2 pins, so these units got 3 pins apiece. My thoughts were to bring some units on from reserve on the far side of the table, and possibly this right-hand table edge in Slav's deployment zone, because he's on the table edge opposite me. Slav's idea, it turned out, that he was going to overload the bottom right corner of this, because it was quite weak that I left it, and then bring his officer round in a semicircle to get down to them to make it much more harder for me to capture his officer. So turn 1 was very much me bringing on my Italian. So we brought on the medium gun, put our spotters down. We brought on 1 infantry unit on this side of the trees, giving me a bit of cover. I took a shot with them onto the light machine guns and put a pin. The 2 pin markers are those remaining from the preliminary bombardment. Slav had used his rallies to get rid of the other pins, and I brought on the second unit of infantry over on this side. I had 5 units to bring on, and you can see my mortar and my officers there. Into turn 2 then, I focused on this LMG unit. Slav used his sniper and killed my NCO. I brought in the artillery with the mortar, needing 6 missed. My little tank came in, and my infantry unit on the side came in, and we tried to pepper that centre light machine gun unit. We got 3 pins on it and killed 1. It was quite hard going. Over on the other side, Slav brought his paratroopers on, took shots at the gun, but fortunately missed. I then brought on the paratroopers and shot him up, but not enough, because he then brought on a second paratrooper unit and shot near enough all of my paratroopers, but they did pass their test. On came the Jeep with the medium machine gun, and he shot at my spotter for some reason, but it didn't work. On came the Sherman, and he took a shot at the 1440, but missed. It was quite an eventful little turn. More confused fighting. Down here, the paratroopers failed to kill the small unit of paratroopers. I put some pins on the Jeep but couldn't kill it. Swiveled my artillery piece, which took shots at the paratroopers, and Slav went down. So it was a bit of a non-event there. In the middle, the 1440 took some shots. We killed a few paratroopers, got rid of one of the LMGs. Mortar missed again. Slav moved his troops around and took shots at my infantry in the woods, causing a pin. I put them down because I thought I might get a bit hammered there. I put a pin on the sniper team, which was quite good. As you can see, I brought units in from the back. And here's my little treasure. The L640 came on, took a sneaky shot up the rear of the Sherman, set it on fire, and he failed his leadership test. In the middle here, I failed to kill the bazooka team with 6 paratroopers. God dear. And the bazooka failed to hit the L640. Turn 4. Over here, yeah, the gun went and the paratroopers went, which was a bit of a shame, but it was going to happen. The Jeep remained in situ, which was quite good. More pins going on these centre units, and moved up the tank to take the infantry. They went down. Charged the sniper. He went down. I moved it on, moved across. Slav started to move his officer across. You can see here, both units went down. So the L640 was saved, but the paratroopers didn't kill the bazooka, which was a... Oh dear. Yeah, a bit of a non-fight in there. Tried to get them across, but they didn't go. However, I had to take the decision. Do I kill the officer? And was he going to get away? And I thought he was. So yeah, I took a shot with the L640. It's got an auto cannon, got a hit, got a kill, and Slav failed his leadership test, which was a bit of a shame. And they were gone. But it meant that it was a draw. It was looking like I was going to lose, but we did manage to scrape the draw. A great fun game, and Slav said it was the best scenario he's played yet. Unusual to end on a turn 4, but I did really think that he was going to get away, and I was going to get no chance to turn around and start to mop up, or even get a chance to capture his officer, let alone try and get a shot on him either. So yeah, went for the kill and fortunately got it. Had to do a voiceover battle report, sorry for that, just to get, it was busy and noisy in Lost Ark playing the game, so we had to go with what we could do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up if you did. Stick any questions down in the comments section. If you're not subscribed, please do so, and hit that notification button. I think the next video I'm trying to get up will be the start of the new project, the Knights Templars for Lion Rampant 2. So hit that notification button, get subscribed so that you know when it's first out. Until the next time, take care.